What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Dyes, and today I have a review on the TradiTree. So this is a relatively new product that has come to the market and people are really loving it, so I figured I'd check one out, do a review, and let you guys know a little bit more about it and show you how it works. So you can get these on TradiTree.com. The link down in the description. They're only 15 bucks, so it's a pretty good deal, and essentially it serves a very simple purpose, and that is hold your leathers in place while you string a traditional. So a long time ago I had an instrument like this called the Lacrosse Pro Stringer. It was much larger, much more elaborate, and much more expensive. At only $15, this is a great deal, and it really serves its purpose very nicely. So in the past, what I've done to string traditionals is, and what a lot of people do, is use a chopstick across the back and put a lacrosse ball in to hold my center leathers in place. The only issue there is it only holds the center leathers in place. It doesn't hold the outer leathers in place. It does create the correct depth, but it also creates a lot of contact points with the ball where I can't put knots as I'm stringing. So with this, it holds your outer leathers in place, your inner leathers in place, and makes it the perfect depth as well, because they've already calculated that. They designed it around the circumference of a ball. So if you look at the TradiTree, you can see that these middle two are on an angle and the outside two are on an angle as well. So you can see if you were to put a ball on this and outline it, the leathers line up and sit flush because all the branches of the TradiTree are on an angle, so it creates nice contact with the leathers and the ball and really creates a traditional that feels the way you want it to. So I'm going to string up a traditional in this SDX Surgeon 10 with the TradiTree. So I've already got my sidewalls installed and my leathers installed, so now it's time to put this thing in place. So essentially what you want to do is just loosen up the leathers some so you can get it in there, and then you can tighten the leathers back around. These are being a little stubborn. So once you've got your leathers installed, you want to take the TradiTree and pick where you want the pocket. I'm going to do a mid, so I'm going to put it right in the mid. So you're going to take it and slide the one wing under the sidewall string, just like that, and then go over to the other sidewall and slide it under the same sidewall gap on the other side, so that you get nice firm contact, and then you just want to center it up. So that is what it should look like once it's installed. See, that'll be right in the middle, and then it's pretty easy from there. You can just take your leathers one by one and place them on the supports where they need to go. So there I have the leathers placed but not tightened. So then you just tighten them down. You don't want to pull them too tight to the point where it's going to have too much tension. You just want to make them just so that they're a little bit tight. So when you string it, it's not going to bag out and the interlocks are all sit tight. Alright, so I've got all my leathers tensioned in. It's very important to make sure they all have the same tension. So you can already see this thing is looking perfect. It really gets the spacing perfect between all the leathers, and symmetricality is a very important aspect of doing a correct traditional. It can perform well. It spaces them out very nicely, holds them in place, and you can tell this is going to make a really nicely shaped traditional. So again, you want to have them not so tight that when you take out the tree, the leathers are going to shrink back in, just so that they're sitting right on the tree as supports. Alright guys, so here is the traditional strung up without shooting strings yet with the TradiTree. So this is a 7-diamond traditional. Pretty much just strung it pretty loose around the TradiTree, and it worked really well. It held it in place very nicely. You can see the spacing stayed very nice and all the diamonds are nice and consistent. So now I'll pop it out. So there it is without the TradiTree in. I could probably use just a little bit of tightening and diamond readjustment. For the most part though, it is ready to go. It'll break in a little bit more and get a little deeper as I play wall ball with it, but this is definitely one of the best traditionals I've ever strung, and I think the TradiTree really was helpful in keeping the spacing right, and overall I love it. So overall, a really great product. Love supporting lacrosse entrepreneurs. So if you're thinking about stringing a couple traditional pockets, or you've had trouble in the past, this tool could definitely help, and I would definitely recommend picking one up for only 15 bucks. So links in the description to buy one. Make sure to let me know if any of you guys have used one. I'd love to hear about your experience, love to hear how it went, and thanks for watching.